What we're seeing at this stage is a renewed clash between the former President Donald Trump and NATO, all because the former president said recently that he would encourage Russia to do whatever the hell they want with NATO countries that are not respecting the 2% of GDP in terms of defense spending. Now, we have outlined there some of the reactions we have seen thus far from NATO members, but I would highlight this comment as well from Jens Stoltenberg, the Secretary General of NATO, who said that any suggestion allies will not defend each other undermines our security. So the core principles, the core values of NATO are at stake here. So let's look at the numbers. Now, we have looked at the latest report from NATO in terms of defense spending, and it showed that in 2023, only 11 members of NATO respect the 2% of GDP defense spending. Looking at how European countries have spent when it comes to defense, it does show that the biggest economies, France, Germany, but also Italy and Spain, are not respecting that threshold. The bottom line, though, and I want to show you the next slide, is that we have seen an increase in the overall defense spending budget of NATO. Back in 2014, we saw their budget at $910 billion US. That has increased to $1.1 trillion in 2023. Let me just show you briefly how the money is spent. All in all, there's essentially three pockets of cash for NATO. They have what they call the civil budget, so essentially the running costs of their headquarters in Brussels, the military budget, which is used for their deterrence activities, and then finally, the security investment program is used for military infrastructure such as air defense. All in all, Jemana, what we're seeing here is this renewed clash between the former president and NATO. The key question here is whether this will actually lead European countries to spend more when it comes to defense.